Let's talk about La Llorona.
Mama, no!
Today's video is brought to you by my parents, who paid my rent. I don't know they paid my rent, but they will. They will. If you've never seen the movie, La Llorona is basically The Nun, but somehow with more white people. La Llorona came out early 2019 and holds a solid Rotten Tomatoes score of 29%. La Llorona is based off of a Mexican bedtime story. It's about a woman who falls in love with a rich man and they have 2 children together, and then one day she finds out her husband's been philandering with another woman, and to get back at him she kills her 2 children and then herself. And at the gates of heaven she meets St. Michael. St. Michael asks her, "Where are your children?" And she says, "I don't know." So he sends her back to wander the earth until she can find her children. Sweet dreams! Now, I feel I'm especially qualified to comment on this movie, as I am part Latino. Now, my Mexican half is just so happy to see Hollywood accepting our culture and finally making a film based off of it. And the white half is more than happy to pander to you.
Money, please.
The movie starts by showing us the original legend, and then smash cut to white people. And that's not entirely fair, because they're a lot like my family, with one Hispanic parent and one white parent. And Linda Cardellini does an okay job as the mother, but there are a ton of Latino and Hispanic actors in Hollywood, a lot of them in this movie, that could have also played the mother. I think one thing that really hurts this movie is the central family's anchor to the Hispanic and Latino culture is dead before the events of the movie even take place. The children are shown to have really strong Hispanic names like Chris and Sam Garcia, but other than that, they don't really show any connection to our heritage, which I think kind of hinders the movie from being all that it can be as a Latino horror story. So let's fix it. Let's fix La Llorona. First, the mother. Linda Cardellini is supposed to be playing a social worker, and she's probably the worst social worker ever, as 90% of this movie happens because she never once asks a follow-up question. All she would have to do is ask a follow-up question, like, who? What? Where? Why? Next, what are the monsters' motives? She spends most of her time on screen scaring the kids. She only tries to drown them like twice and barely even does that. I mean, they basically turn her into a vampire. She gets stabbed through the heart in a stake. She has an aversion to holy water. They're trying to protect the kids until sunrise. Is she a ghost or is she a vampire? I don't know. We need to figure that out first before we even start making a movie. I've also got a big problem with the moral of this story. La Llorona goes after 6 kids in this movie. In the first 15 minutes, she kills 4 of them and only fails when the kids are half white. Moral of the story: be at least half white. The one thing they do that I really liked is they go and get a curandero, basically a witch doctor, and he comes and he blesses the house and he rubs an egg on it, which is funny, but it's real. Linda Cardellini's character laughs at him, says it's a magic trick, and then the eggs do this. Doesn't she feel silly? But the most egregious scene in the film is when La Llorona drags the daughter outside and tries to drown her in the pool. And then the curandero spreads salt into the pool and turns it into holy water. Then they have to find somewhere safe for the kids to be. Put them in the pool. Put the pool. She can't. You just said she can't get in the pool because the holy water. Put them in the pool. Why don't you get a kiddie pool? Put that in the house. and then fill that kiddie pool with holy water. Why don't you just get a glass full of holy water, wait till she shows up again, and throw it in her face? What? Come on. Let's change the name. Let's make it terrifying. Let's make it something that Latinos are actually scared of. And now the moment you've been waiting for. An arbitrary number on which I will base my opinion of this film. I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it a 4. And I'll let you decide out of what. Don't get me wrong, this movie is not good, but I would still recommend seeing it. It is part of the overall Conjuring Universe, which for the most part makes good films. They just kind of missed it with this one. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, catchphrase goes here.